Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is going to be a quick little, gossip chat, some foolishness chat. I hope y'all can all hear me, okay? Because I'm not talking that loud, and my mic is a little far away today. But I hope everybody's having a great Friday. Okay, I wanted to come on here today because I'm like, if I don't come on here Friday when I get home from work, I am pretty sure I'm not gonna be live again until Tuesday, and all this news at that point in time will be old. Okay, so hey, I'm gonna try to not make this that long or whatever because I really only have like 5 topics, so that's gonna be it. But hello to everyone popping in. Y'all know to make sure to do a couple of things. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, okay? Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and subscribe to this one, to Jaylee's Corner Talk to. The link is either in the description box or one of the mods may put it in the comment section. Y'all know all these things here to do them all and whatnot. Yes, do these things whatever you have a chance to do these things. What else? Oh, follow me. Boom, Jaylee's Corner on IG, on Twitter, and on TikTok. I'm gonna post a TikTok eventually. I gotta figure out how to work it. But again, this Tuesday, the 14th, the Ladies First panel will be on my channel. Y'all know we did a schedule different these past 2 weeks because it's the end of the year and we wanted to have the last 2 weeks on break. So this Tuesday, 9:30 p.m., the Ladies First panel on Jaylee's Corner. Then on Thursday, it'll be a show on Jamie's channel. Okay, and then we're on hiatus until January 6th for our season 3. Okay, yes, and yes. A lot has been happening, but also nothing's been happening. But I'm trying to still come to y'all with lives to chit and to chat. Okay, but hello to everybody popping in. Hello, Captain King. Okay, I need to watch Tiger King Part 2. I haven't watched Tiger King Part 2 yet. I haven't watched Bruges yet. It's a few things I have to get caught up on, and that's one of them. Let's see. Hey, Jaylee, JayBirds, I love the intro music. Thank you. I wanted it to be a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that the music is real relaxing, but I also like get ready for the foolishness of it all. But yeah. Let's see. Detroit is always in the building, even if nobody else watching me is from the D. I'm from the D, so it's always around here. Okay, so y'all can hear me. Cool. Hello. Okay, make sure to like the video, please, and thank you. Okay, hello. Okay, just in time. Just got started. Now y'all know YouTube takes some time sometime to let folks know we live. So the first few minutes is like what we got going on, to give folks time to get in here because they nothing worse than you 15 minutes in and hey, how y'all? Well, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to wait for people to say this. Wait a second. Okay, I'm gonna give it a second. Let's see. I haven't got a live in a while, but I'm here. I have not look this so. Y'all my peoples, let me talk. So for a minute, I was like just not in the mood for stuff. I won't say I wasn't depressed. I was just over shit. So I was not going live as often. But I've gotten over that. Mainly because Potomac is gone off. But and I just had not been going live as often as I should. So as y'all know now, or as y'all may not know, every Tuesday going forward will be my live day. Every Tuesday, I'll be live. It may not always be a long live. It may be like 30 minutes since then. It may be a game night live. It may be question and answer live. It may be a hot topics live. It may be a sticking into the shit live. It's going to be some kind of live. So that way, I'm just able to. So y'all already know, every Tuesday, let's go talk to Jaylee. Okay, because that's the one day I can kind of say no. I'm free and available to comment, to chit chat and everything. But hello. I always wanted to go to Detroit. Have family there. The woman there can dress her butt off. Detroit is nice. It's cold. Is it cold right now? It's weird bipolar weather right now, but we do love it here. Okay. Didn't know you are from Detroit too. Yes, 31 people. I'm born and raised. Okay, here and stuff. Hello. So there was once because I have my little save posts from IG. But one thing I want to kind of speak on right quick. There was this man who was the CEO and he fired like 900 people via Zoom. And I felt like I don't get why people was complaining about him firing 900 people on Zoom. I kept wondering how else could he fire so many people without having, 900 meetings. So my question to y'all is, will you be offended how you're fired as long as you don't have to come into the office? Because my thing be, don't have me come to work to fire me. Yes, fire me from home. You can fire me via Zoom. Will I get my check? Okay, because my thing is, as long as I'm not wasting my gas and wasting my time getting to you to fire me, I don't really care. Okay. Now, I also feel like why was the video though available to people who recorded it and showed folk what that man did? I just don't see a major issue. And all I saw was him saying, we're doing layoffs, about 15% of people or whatever. And if you're on this call, you are part of the people who we are laying off. And I was like, what did people expect him to do? Call each person one by one? Or because my thing is, I think with them people, it probably was also managers who he had to fire. You can't, fire the manager and then have them fire the staff. No, you get a group meeting. Okay, you get a group meeting and let everyone know at the same time. Okay, now I think he said there'll be letters followed up, with information about, severance packages and all that stuff. But I was like, what do y'all want the man to do? Right. Don't make me go over it. Right. Do not make me come in. Look, don't make me come in to get fired and do not fire me at the end of the day. Okay. Fire me from home Monday morning. Tell me right now, look, don't come in today. Take today off and we'll talk later. And you can then Zoom call me, let me know, because nobody gets a pre-warning to being fired. You know what I'm saying? Or being laid off. So it's weird that people felt like it was a better way to do it. I felt like letting them all know at one time was okay. Okay, exactly. I'm not coming up nowhere to get fired. Click off the click on. Yes, let me get on there to talk to Marvin. Okay, 800. What I don't know the Marvin number is. Whatever. Yeah, do that. Okay, that's a lot of people. Yeah, it was a lot of people to fire. And my thing is, use now. Look, if it was like 100 people. I felt like it was 100 people, maybe not do it in such a big group. Maybe you could like 25 here and 25 there. But if you're laying off, 5% or whatever the percent it was like roughly, you said 900 people. Yeah, 900 people. That should be via Zoom. You can't even get 900 folks together safely right now. Okay, so what is it? Okay, is it really any better to get a pink slip in an inner office envelope? Okay, on your way to the car to the parking lot? No. Okay, I think right virtually. Okay, let's see if it's 90 people. Seems to me, it's not. It's not me. It's a bunch of folk. Okay, I wonder how they're going to get there. That's true. How they get it back? They may say keep it. They may say keep it. You know what I'm saying? Because if the office is closing, what are they gonna do with it? Nothing at all. Okay, I tell my last job they better not fire me at the end of the day because I would not be, it would not be a pretty sight. I have seen. So I used to work at Quicken Loans. So at Quicken Loans, I worked at Quicken Loans 6 years ago, and at Quicken Loans, when someone is let go, there's someone they call the guy with the white box because it's always a random guy who was like in the black shirt with a white box, and that's how someone got fired. So even seeing that's how people knew about someone being fired, but it never mass fired people from Quicken. So it's weird. But I've also seen people be fired at the end of the day. It was a lady I could not stand at work. I could not stand her. And I knew earlier in the day that she was going to be let go. And seeing her at the end of the day, like on a Friday, having to pack up her office, I was like, that's so fucked up. And it's why some people do not want to have their own shit at the job, because who wants to have to pack up a box, okay, to go home? I'm not me, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind the large group of firing via Zoom while in my PJs, so I can go back to bed, okay. My thing is, send me an email. No, don't do that. That's rude. Let me know real quick, because my thing is, let me know my next move. I can agree. I just assumed that he fired them on Zoom because of COVID. True, but it also could have been because of 900 people. Because I'm like, you can't really, do that many people at once. Okay, they fired the entire inclusion and diversity. Really? That's different. At my last company, they told us on a webinar there would be layoffs. It was more of that agonizing waiting to know if I was right. If I was one of the people who lose their job. That's true. At least when you are being told on camera, hey, if you are on this call, you are a part of the team who are being, at that point, you know what's going on. Okay, because my thing is, they can never tell you beforehand what's going on. Okay, so you only gonna know from that point going forward. Just don't have me waste my gas. That's capitalism, keeping it in 100. Welcome to the Zoom room. On now, under your fire, just listen, have a Christmas. True. So the question the better question to me would be, when did they know they had to let go of so many people? Because if you knew in, let's say, November was okay, let's say skip November. Let's not do it at Thanksgiving time. Let's do it for Christmas. I don't know. So that's the hard part when you're trying to figure out if companies are paying attention to, hey, we should cut back now to avoid, issues later. And I was like, And anybody can get fired if you are an employee somewhere. The same way that anybody who's a boss, business can close if they're, not doing good business. So no one really knows until the time happens. I can't keep going anymore, whatever it is. So I mean, look, that's the only sad part is people who live check to check, because if they are counting on their checks for the rest of the year to pay whatever bills, they're fucked. You know what I'm saying? So that's the hard part that I think is the kind of crazy thing. Not the guy with the white box. That's we called him the guy, and he would have a white box, and somebody got a white box, and you would be like, when you would be, in your cubicle, and you would see him walking up, and you're like, oh my god, what's going on? But he would never like come for a person. They would only send the guy with the white box after someone was already fired. I'm like, now they want their equipment back. Send it through. Look, if you waiting on me to send you back some equipment I'm not going to UPS. Come get it. Come get it, okay? Or charge to my accounts. I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. I wonder if they already knew from the grapevine that something like this was coming. Because sometimes you do, because people talk at the office. They didn't get no raises this year. This time they just fired so over there, and they fired. So yeah, sometimes word does spread. You just wonder, but it's also a thing of, you sometimes want to pay attention to your job's financial situation. Like, are they cutting back on shit? Let me know. That's why everybody should have a side gig or look. I think you really should. Because you just never know. And even your side gig look, when the pandemic happened, so many YouTubers were like, shit, what am I going to do if my content is based on, is based on traveling? If my content is based on going to restaurants and reviewing restaurants? If my content is based on TV shows that aren't airing because no one can record? So it was very, very, very tough for a lot of people who had a sad gig, and they sad gig girl. But I'm lead that beat. So since it's now 100 y'all in the room, I want to get into my first little topic. Okay, I want to get into Travis Scott. So y'all know Travis Scott did an interview with Charlamagne the God on YouTube, okay? And the question I have for y'all, because this is a conversation, okay? This is a conversation between me and between you. So Travis said a couple of things in the interview that I thought was poignant. One, I feel like he was trying to say, you can't fully blame me simply because it was my events. We hire people to do certain things. I'm the artist who was here to work on the show, meaning the people on stage, not the security, not whoever else out there, whatever. That ain't on me. We hire people to get that together. I think he made that clear that he did feel like he was being blamed simply because he was the main head artist. It was his festival. So when Charlamagne asked him how have you been coping? How have you been doing? And he brought up how, for a while I was just in my room, just like the sad, because of what happened. And when Charlamagne then said, yeah, it was a video of you on the golf course with like Michael Jordan and whoever else. He like, well, that was it was like, I think it was maybe Thanksgiving. And it was wait for him to kind of get, I guess, some free time. And watching the interview, I felt two different things. I felt like it was for sure damage control. I felt like it was for sure calculated damage control as well. But I also did feel like he's right in saying you can't fully just blame me for what happened. Even him being asked, what about the fact that we've seen other concerts of yours, and they do seem like at times you do incite energy that can cause, a riot, or can cause, what happened at the Astro Festival. And he kind of still brought up how, like, well, it's kind of not on me. People don't come to, destroy stuff or to rage. It's to have a good time. So the weird thing is, I don't fully blame Travis. Do y'all fully blame Travis? I don't fully blame Travis because I just don't think you can blame one person for the actions of people in the stands. And the hard part about it is, people in this crowd were the ones getting feisty for whatever the reasons may be. And people in the crowd was the one pushing, to where it was the people being closed in. People in the crowd were the one who was doing the stampeding and all these things. So it's weird that I keep just seeing more people wanting to go after him as a whole. Even though we know for a fact someone should be held liable, I don't want to say that it should be just Travis. I think it should also be the venue. I think it should be whoever was in charge of security. I think all of those things play a huge part in it. It was too soon to talk because I don't know that worked for damage control. When Charlamagne was asking him about, the families, the families people were saying how they were rejecting his offer to help pay for funeral services. I feel like the attorneys of these people is saying don't accept anything from him. You know what I'm saying? Because accepting something from him would seem like you don't blame him for what happened. Because I feel like we've seen where people have paid for other folks who had some kind of tragedy, they paid for these services. And for me, I think saying, no, Travis, we don't want your money because, it's kind of your fault. It's just their way of making sure their case against Travis or the promoters or the venue or all the folks will be better if they can prove we didn't accept anything from them because we felt like they were at fault. And it's sad because people died. You know what I'm saying? And no one is negating that is a horrible thing that happened. It was a complete horrible tragedy. And I believe either Travis or Charlamagne said how sometimes when tragedy happens, people want to blame somebody. And they're trying to blame him because he's, frontline headliner. And I just don't like that mentality. Yes, I agree. I do not believe that he was solely to blame. And that's the weird thing that I hope people get is no one's saying he shouldn't be blamed at all. But I do feel like you can't make it seem like it was his fault. So it's Travis' fault. He should pay. He's this and he's that. I think somebody said he's demonic. He's actually even God. Okay, I'm a God. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, that's not what it is. Um, and I also like Charlamagne saying on the Breakfast Club that he does not want people trying to villainize or make it seem like hip hop music or just rage or whatever that he does, incites violence. And my thing I kept thinking in my head was people who were saying, well, Travis, this happened. Da, da, da. I'm like, but if y'all have seen former performances and y'all knew this is what he does, why would you go and then be surprised that it got crazy? Not saying surprised that people died. I'm not saying that, but surprised that something happened. I don't think anyone would have thought what happened. I don't think anybody would have assumed that, because if they would have assumed that, I feel like they would have not went. It's down towards my signal's being low. They would not have went, because who wants to go to a situation or who wants to go to a show that they know will end in violence? So that's the weird part for me. Let's see. There's enough blame to go around. I fully agree. No one should blame one person. And the fact that we're hearing, Travis's name the most is weird for me. We're on optics society these days, and social media allows for a lot of talking without facts and hopeful thinking. I completely agree. I don't believe one person can be held solely responsible for an event that requires a large team of people, organizations even to happen. Very, very true. Because when Travis said specifically that I was here doing the show, that's what I was handling. And I think his point was, you can't expect me to be able to control the crowd. And he also brought up a good point in saying that on stage, I keep saying my signal go down. On stage, I can't even hear clearly if someone's yelling something to me. I have an earpiece in, and in my earpiece, no one was saying, hey, people are dying. So even if you can hear that on someone's cell phone in the crowd, I can't hear that up on stage, because it's a completely different sound up here. And I don't think he was deflecting. I don't think he feels like he should be, not held accountable even 1% of the things. But I think his point is, you can't fully blame me. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like from the start they've been fully blaming Travis. And again, I don't listen to his music. Y'all know I do not like the Kardashians or the Jenners. So I'm not trying to cat for him. I just feel like fair is fair. And to blame the one artist at the show who wasn't even on stage when the craziness started, to me is insane. Okay, that's kind of crazy to me. Travis is not the only one to blame. The people in the crowd that was reckless and out of control need to acknowledge what they did, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's not. And that's the first thing. I think my mom said that too. She was like, people in the audience were the ones who, like, Travis didn't push anyone. Travis had not even got on stage yet enough to get them riled up. They were already riled up. And that's the weird part. Like, it's the audience who did it. Now, if Travis had said, hey, let's rage, make a mosh pit, and in that mosh pit, he told them to make people die, then yes, blame Travis. If Travis said, go in a mosh pit and fight, and people died, yes, blame Travis. But I feel like he didn't do that. So why keep blaming him? Okay? He is the only one to blame. Rolling Stone and is it Ultimate was the big deal back in the 70s, but there weren't nearly the same amount of your eyes on this. Let's see, Christian was behind the scenes working, or T dealing with her daughter's baby daddies, Honey Travis, and the terrible teens. Honey, it's a full-time job. There was failure on every level. That's the worst part. Multiple parties are to blame. Accountability needs to be had by everyone. And that's true. I believe that for sure. But I feel like he shouldn't have done the interview. I agree with this too, mainly because the way he was answering the questions, for me, It felt a little bit like I knew what questions he was gonna ask me, and so I knew what to say. But when Charlamagne would leave the space open for him to elaborate, and he would kind of not elaborate, for me it felt like I'm only supposed to say these certain things. And I know that's how things go sometimes with lawsuits too, so I don't think it's a bad thing. But a part of it again for me felt calculated, but not as if he did anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like Chris said, say this and say this, but don't say that. Because saying that can mean so that's how it came off to me. I do think I think he's sorry for what happened. I think no one expected it to happen, but it aggravates me that they act like it was on Travis. Travis is the face of the image behind being sold to people. Those handlers in control need to pay. He's out of control of all of that. God bless those who lost their life. Completely agree, because that's the truth. The Constitution should never be construed to prevent the people of the United States and or peaceful. I don't know what that is. It's something I was like, girl, was about the police. Now, Charlamagne did ask him about the police chief saying that he had went and talked to Travis about issues or whatever. Travis said he came here. We did talk. He brought up some issue that happened at maybe like the merch stand, but he also said how it was under control, and he only brought up how not to have any extra events because things can get crazy. Not like he was saying, hey, they out there dying. You know what I'm saying? So he was saying like it wasn't as if I was told by the cop, even by the policeman or whatever, so don't do this, don't do that or whatever. It's bad out there, whatever. And I'm like, I can agree because cops be lying, and I don't know why. I hate when I can see my signals being dumb. But y'all know StreamYard is real funny acting now, so we gotta always work with it. Woodstock Peace Concert in the 70s had thousands of people with no problem. The fans are accountable. I agree. Because that's how it happens, okay? I wonder how the city even allowed such a gathering during the pandemic. Well, I think now, things are a little bit different now to where, some people are vaccinated, some people, some events require COVID testing and everything. So, like, things are, like, lightening up a little bit, which I don't think they should as far as these huge concerts. But, I mean, that's on them. The people who actually trampled those victims, who are they? Right. Where's the footage showing who was running over folks? Because my thing is this: it wasn't as if there was a reason that anyone or that all those people should have been panicking enough to trample or it's weird to me. Like I get it was a fire. It's a fire. Everyone's trying to get out because it's an emergency. But I feel like in this, people are just being stupid and not paying attention. Because how can you just walk over people? It's crazy. And that's the part that I feel like was the bigger thing to me. Okay, but that's to me. But I think for the most part, we all agree people need to be held accountable, completely accountable, but maybe so not just Travis. We can also agree that, Chris is somewhere right now trying to fix everybody's life because that's what you do. So I want to move on to the next little bit of a conversation I'm going to have. And I want to get on Blac Chyna a little bit. Brandy had us on our panel last night, and we did not know much because the footage had came out yesterday. And so I did not feel like putting the footage up or whatever. And maybe on IG. Is it on IG? Because I don't feel, this is weird. But it's video showing, she's at a hotel and it's a girl who's saying, or a guy was saying they were being held against their will. And last night, I'm like, I don't trust people who cry too easily. And the fact that the girl left out the room was like, oh my God. I was like, I don't believe you. Something about this, I don't believe. Now, yesterday, when it first came out, they were saying how, Blac Chyna was trying to hold her hostage or whatever, and the guy had it recorded to make them let her go. Now, today they're saying, allegedly, apparently, she was trying to help the girl because some guy who the girl was with, allegedly the guy who was recording, was being aggressive with the girl. And that is why, supposedly, Okay, they ain't let her out. This is my thing right here. I'm not getting involved in no one's shenanigans, okay? Because I don't have time being accused of trying to kidnap folk, okay? And I'm also very much so well aware that white women, and not all white women, not all, but some and most, are aware that their white tears will completely get them some kind of attention, okay? And it was how hard she was crying. They kind of aggravated me, and I do want to show this one. Is it on? I saw it. Oh, that was the Jasmine brand. So let me see if I can find it, because it was a photo of the same girl in China, and I felt like, I'm like, wait a minute. It's weird because why do it seem like the girl and China took a picture together? So my thing is, I feel like it was some fugazi ass going on, and when that happened, it's like, oh, well, just let me act like she's holding me hostage or whatever, and I'm sad, 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 and I'm like, after you lying. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all so y'all can see it since I am off screen right now. This is it right here. So I'm gonna show y'all all these ads, honey. This picture. So this picture right here, this to me is looking like, okay, but why y'all posing for a picture? You posing for a picture. You're posing for a picture with her, and then the next we see the shoes. The girl. So it's like y'all had time to stop and take a picture, but then the next thing we see is her running out. Okay, running out, and then we see her on the floor crying. Oh my God, it's not, girl, get out my face. So for me, I just don't fully believe the whole, Blac kind of tried to kidnap me. She was holding me against my will, and I had to then cry on the elevator with this man. I was like, I don't believe it. I don't, and that's I wanted to wait to see like what else what else be said. So again, they're saying that she was apparently helping the little girl, and I was like, I guess so. But stop helping strangers sometime, okay? Stop it, because you don't know other people's intentions. So you can have the best intention, but because you're the famous one, it will always be flipped on you. I have a question about Blac Chyna. I do not like to insult a woman's physical pimple. Did she have her face increased, or I'm not going there. I'm like, what? Blac Chyna has had surgery on her face. We know that for a fact. But I don't, I'm leaving it at that, because she looks different than she used to. It's very, very true. That girl was not her best white woman on coke crack. You can definitely tell it was some drugs involved. Okay, for sure. In my opinion, she was probably trying to help, because it was weird. Because why was she trying to hold some people hostage? For what? I don't know. Okay, it's just weird to me. But I also want her to stop being around strangers, because when you're around strangers too much, they can always take advantage of you. They brought up how the guy was also in the room. He apparently got aggressive with the girl. They had him leave and close the door and kept the girl inside. And it was not until her friends, Chyna's friends, came on the floor of the hotel or whatever, that they then opened the door and all this stuff. And the recording was going on. I'm like, girl, I cannot. Like, not the cocaine, okay? The cocaine. I hope not. I want people to stop doing cocaine. I'm just, I don't like it. Not, it was a Kardashian set, but hey, look, you never know, because what's better than taking the heat off your family by putting it on somebody else, okay, who you already don't like, okay? Was it a setup? It could possibly be a setup. If the screen if my signal go down again, I'm gonna just stay off camera. So y'all can still hear me. But again, we're gonna just pray for her, okay, and hope that if she does help anybody in the future, they will not accuse her of kidnapping. And if it comes out that she was kidnapping, at that point, call the police. Call the police. So first of all, I want y'all to take a second and like the video. Cause I be needing some water. Okay, it's the gone are the times we sitting up here dehydrated. We be needing some water. Porsha. Porsha is beefing with PETA, okay? And I'm like, Porsha beef with PETA? What happened? So y'all know Porsha's on a whole book tour of her, pursuing Porsha or the pursuit of Porsha, whatever it's called. So on her book tour, okay, she was around there, and I guess she was minding her own business or whatever. And I have the video of somebody who came up wanting to talk to Porsha. Okay, here you go. Oh, it's white mom.
I'm not here to interrupt. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to interrupt anything. I want to bring something to your attention that's very important. The Real Housewives support fur and wear fur. Now, we are here to ask Porsha, please stop wearing fur. We are here to ask. Please don't touch me. That's assault. Please stop wearing fur. Please don't fur free. I'm a man. Please don't fur free.
Honey, the cut music on, I cut it off. So the music plays, I can't play the music. But the fact that this lady came around here, listen to this. Listen to the bullshit of it all. She's still fussing. Ma'am, leave. Ma'am, leave. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to interrupt anything. I want to bring something to your attention that's very important. The Real Housewives support fur and wear fur. Now, we are here to ask Porsha, please stop wearing fur. We are here to ask. Please don't touch me. That's assault. Please stop wearing fur. Please don't fur free. I'm a man.
Look, let me tell you this, okay? I feel like this. When anybody from PETA comes somewhere, okay, and interrupts you, you are working or walking to the grocery store or wherever you at, when they come up there and do that to you, they say, hey, ma'am, where do you work? Because I want to come to your job and come next to you and say, hey, this lady, I want to come and interrupt your shit. It's weird to me that PETA people do this. I'm like, first of all, I would have tripped her. Okay, I would have tripped her. Because you get gone somewhere. Look, when she said, because I had to mute it. She was saying, the animals are skinned. Look, I'm a meat eater. Okay, I eat meat. So I can't be like, oh, that's so sad. Because when I meet my chicken, ain't no feathers on it. It's weird to me that anyone feels the need to come around here and be attacking folks, honey, at their job. Porsche, like, forget you, lady. I'm going to be up here. I'm going to give my pictures to my people, okay? I don't care about you. Leave me alone. And like, ma'am, you need to leave. Ma'am, you need to leave. Ma'am, you need to leave. But it's just weird that she felt the need to interrupt Porsha's book signing. Say, I'm not here to interrupt, and then interrupt it. Not only did she interrupt, she interrupted and was also being team too much. Okay, team too much. Go home, lady. Get out of my face. And I'm like, I wonder, that might be her assistant Lauren. It's like, you up in the Barnes and Noble? Right, security. Okay. Who out here still wearing real fur with PETA on this one? Look, my thing is this. I can't tell anyone what to do with their money, okay? Because I eat meat. And my thing is, it ain't my place. If you want to protest someone not wearing fur, do that wherever you are. Do not go to someone's job, someone's event, someone's book signing, and yell how you feel to them. You can feel like, no one should wear fur. That's fine, lady. Okay, that's fine. But don't come to my shit to do that. Okay? Honey, yes. Because God forbid, a black person say, ma'am, get the fuck on somewhere. Okay, ma'am, you're doing too much. Ma'am, too much. Too much. And it's a bookstore. Okay? Bookstores are quiet. Why do this? And again, this is the issue I have. It's not that the lady has an issue with someone wearing fur. Fine, have that issue. Fine, fine, fine. Do not bring your loud ass to my book signing yelling from the rafters about people wearing fur or the housewives wearing fur. Do y'all go to the white housewives events and yell about them wearing fur? No. But the Porsha book tour, Barnes and Noble, you pop up yelling and fussing, girl, get out my face. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Boom. Where's that? I can't dictate someone else wearing fur. I can't. I wouldn't want to. I don't want anyone coming. I don't like anyone coming to someone else's something to tell them what they should and shouldn't do. PETA, voting people, anybody. Feel how you feel from your own shit. Okay. Have your own book. Write your own book. Have a book signing. And at your book signing, have your book be about us wearing fur. We should not. But don't bring your ass around me and my stuff. Okay. And like, don't do this. Bitch, get out my face. But I would have said, go ahead somewhere else with that. I want to be that people have pets. Be free, pets. You know what I'm saying? And she probably be the same one rocking a Canadian Goose jacket. Okay, she must not learn you don't confront a black woman like that if you want her to. Barnes Noble should have escorted her out, but PETA members still not care about optics. They go, let's embarrass you. It's like Porsha was, honey. When I say, girl, look, y'all see Porsha didn't even care. Not she didn't care, but Porsha did not budge. She kept signing books. Okay, her assistant. I'm assuming that's her assistant because I don't know. But this one's like, ma'am, leave. Porsha was not paying her any attention. Okay, because she didn't have to. I'm going to keep doing what I came here to do. Okay, I'm going to keep signing books. I'm going to keep smiling. Oh, you want a picture? Okay, you want a picture? Cool, let's do it. Okay, picture time. Honey, Porsche paid her dust. Complete dust. Because you can't come up here and act like what you want is going to matter at my events. Okay, you need to leave and get out my face. Okay, and not, ma'am, I don't care. And she didn't have fur on. You came to Porsha's book launch, book signing to say they're housewives who wear fur. But is Porsha wearing fur right now? I can't remember me seeing Porsha in fur. And I'm not saying she do or she don't wear it. My whole main thing is do not bring your tacky ass to my stuff, okay, telling me how you feel. Send me an email. Okay, CC me on IG. Send me a DM. I can ignore it, but don't come in my face, okay, honey? It's the right. Had her book in hand because they had the music playing. I could cut off. She was. I'm a big fan, Porsha, but please stop wearing fur. Please, 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 honey. Oh, Lord Jesus, not the circle of life. Somebody delete this. When y'all see stuff like these comments, delete these people. These are either trolls or bots. So just delete this kind of stuff. I seen it happening yesterday. However, Porsha event still went off or whatever. I'm gonna leave that be because it was what it was. I want to move on to the next little thing I have. Okay, let's get to Kanye and Kim. Okay, Kanye and Kim, girl, I don't know why. So I'm assuming some of y'all may have on pop up screen real quick. We all know that Kanye and Drake had the concert last night. Well, this morning, because it was this morning. And during this concert, Kanye was begging for Kim. Okay, Kim, please come back on. Please, I better find your love and I better find your heart. Okay, we're gonna be together in a park or whatever. And so he was last night, because even last night, and I believe a couple of days ago, he was bringing up how he wants to be back with his wife. He wants his family back. Okay, he wants it all, honey. He wants it all back together. And I said earlier in my recap of the concert, I was like, Kanye, hoodwinked, bamboozled, led us all astray. That was for sure a let me get my wife back moment. Okay, it had nothing to do with Larry Hoover and freeing that man. Kanye wants Kim back, and that's what it was. Um, Kim, on the other hand, okay, went to the courts, okay, and said, look, I need y'all to declare me legally single while we're still, working on our divorce. Can you legally make me single so I can say, hey, I'm single? Okay. And I was like, girl, Kanye, you got out stuff there. I don't know why he wanted me back. It's weird to me because I do think their relationship changed as far as what we saw. Even things that he had said, things that she had said, clearly, they were not, that happy. And it's weird that he used all those moments on the concert this morning to beg Kim to come back or whatever. And Kim said, no, I want to be single. Okay, honey, teacup clinking, clink, clink, clink. I do think he needs a good doctor. I do feel like, he has very much so mental issues that I think he's aware of. And I think sometimes he probably doesn't want to feel like he's under the control of the medication, whatever it may be. And so he sometimes flies off the rails. However, I feel like Kim clearly doesn't want to be with him, and I just don't want him begging her to get back together. Not that I think any family should be broken up, but we do want, whole families or whatever. But I feel like, Kanye begging Kim while Kim is asked, of course, to be single is it's a sign to move on. Because if y'all are meant to be together, y'all will be later on. Okay, later on, not currently, later on. Okay, Kanye begging for Kim. Did he ask her to help him free Larry Hoover? Right? Isn't she a jail advocate for real? And the weird part is, last night I'm like, they didn't air anything for prison reform. It was just it was him performing and singing. Okay, Drake performing and singing, and that was it. Okay, and I'm just confused. Okay, but I just feel like not sure want to change their Facebook status. Y'all, it's so crazy. Kim better not return to that man. Kanye Kardashian is crazy deranged. See, I don't think he's crazy deranged. I think Kanye just has a mental issue. I think they say he's bipolar, and he just sometimes needs to be sure that he's on his meds. And because sometimes Kanye goes on these rants, and sometimes the excessiveness of his rants seem crazy and deranged. And sometimes if you listen, he makes sense, but he'll also take like 2 steps too far. Okay. So that's the hard part about, him. So I just be like, man, I don't know. Kanye messed up, he pushed her away. See this thing. I don't think anybody felt like they were a good couple to begin with. I think people always felt like he was really in love with her and wanted to be with her because she was Kim Kardashian. And I think sometimes wanting to be with someone because you assume they're this great, great person, it can sometimes fall off. I don't think Kim's great. I don't think she's horrible either. I think she's human. She has flaws. But I don't want to blame Kanye because I feel like Kim knew who Kanye was when she got with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's the hard part. So I don't know. I think they're gonna get back together. She's just trying to act like she's over him. I agree. No one gets over someone that quick. No man wants to find out an ex or estranged wife sleeping with another man. The video will kill him. True, but it's the weird thing. I think before she got with Pete, he was photographed with some chick. So I think he had also moved on too. I think he moved on faster than her, and now she's over it and she wants to move on. But we seen that, well, not we, but I seen like the last season of their show, the Kardashian show. I seen the clips of her saying how it just wasn't working. Like she just wasn't happy in her marriage, and neither was he. And who wants to stay in the marriage just for optics? No one. No one. At least I wouldn't. That's my opinion. Um, they should have given Mr. Hoover and his family the money instead of honey. I agree. Now, someone said that before the cameras were rolling, that I think maybe his wife was speaking, but I'm looking like, why was that not televised? That to me is weird. The part that was televised was him, Kim, I love you, and I'm like, that was stupid. That was stupid. Um, but y'all know Kim has had several marriages before. Yay, she's not going back because she has never went back to an ex-husband. Kim, this is very, very true. Kim, when she breaks up with, when she's over it or whatever, we have never seen her go back. That's the crazy part. Even if it was back and forth for some time, once she like publicly says it's over, then that's because she's over it. Okay. Kanye said he is bipolar and the mayor stops. Right. He's right. It stops his creative process. So that's why sometimes he goes off his meds and then we have these situations that go on. So I don't know if he was on his meds last night. I'm not sure. I don't know who picked the moon boots, but that's on him. But what Kim said is, I want to be single. Now, we do not know if the courts will or have approved her request to be listed as single. But again, that's what she wants. That's what she wants. She doesn't double back. She's like, no, ma'am, no, thank you. He needs to be consistent. Right. Very, very true. But he won't. He will not be consistent with the meds because as he thinks it stifles him. And sometimes, when you are a creative genius and you feel stifled, that's worse than anything else. So that's the hard part. It's gonna be like him finding someone who can help him manage what's better than being this creative god. And sometimes what's better is being mentally stable. I thought they were great together in the beginning of their relationship. Honey, I didn't. I was like, I don't know what it could be. But again, we're gonna hope that they're gonna move on from this, and Kanye will find somebody, and she will too. I don't know, but I don't want this whole back and forth thing going along for the time. No, let them be together, move on, and that should be it. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now I want to get to my last thing of the night, and that's gonna be Jussie Smollett. Okay, y'all know how we feel about him. Um, look, so Jussie, okay, was found guilty. Did you like the counter? I did a whole video. It's a whole video on that. So check out my review of the concert. That's the video that's up on my channel. But for Jussie Smollett, okay, he was found guilty yesterday. He was found guilty on 5 of the 6 charges of felony disorderly conduct for making false reports to the police about being a victim of a hate crime in 2019. This is so because I did put out yesterday. He was found guilty. I didn't comment on it. And I feel like Jussie Smollett should have 100% settled this shit back in 2020 or 2019. It was 2019 when the Chicago police just wanted him to pay like the amount of money it costed them to investigate. He refused to do that. Okay, and because he refused to do that is why now in 2021, damn near 2022, that he has now been found guilty of felony charges for making a false police report. Now, his lawyers said they will appeal it, for one. He's facing up to 3 years in prison. Okay, I think the fine is going to be up to $25K. And he can also get probation. Okay, so 3 years is the most he can get. And even though it's 5 charges that carry 3 years each, it'll be they're going to not combine. What's the word? I can't think of the word. They're going to combine this shit. I can't think of what the word is right now. To where they would concurrent. They would run concurrent, meaning he won't have to do 3 years each. It'll be 3 years total. Now, He has no record before, so we're really thinking he may get probation. But if the judge gives him jail time, it's because the judge just wanted to, right, concurrently, thank you. It's because the judge just wanted him to just go to jail. And this is my thing. Um, People have lied about all kind of shit to the police in Chicago. Okay, there are plenty of examples of people doing stupid things in Chicago, and so for me, I feel like they just wanted to make him an example, but that's also Jussie's fault because sometimes you can be fully aware I didn't do this. I did not do this. True, but is the cost of defending yourself worth what it's going to cost you? This has been 3 years of shit. He's lost jobs, okay? Even though I feel like in about 3 years, he'll be fine. In about 3 years, he'll be the director of some shit about it. You know, it's gonna be fine. But the cloud over his reputation will always be there. And I really wish that he would have paid the money earlier and moved on from this shit. Okay. Jussie Smollett, yeah. Now I'm laughing. Because it's weird that now all we think about is okay, he this fake crime, this court case, them damn brothers or whatever, and it's weird that that's gonna be what they bring up with his name, not Empire or nothing else. It's gonna be that. Now the city of Chicago, now he has to be sentenced to, so that's fine, but the city of Chicago still has a lawsuit against him for the 130K that it cost them to investigate the whole thing because he don't want to pay it. And I'm like, I just can't. Now he was on the stand or whatever saying that Don Lemon, that Don Lemon was not Lennon. No, there's Lemon. Was the one that gave him some information that the police in Chicago did not believe him. So what Jussie basically said was Don Lemon was using his resources to kind of get him information. Now y'all know that's the same thing that CNN just fired Chris Cuomo for using his resources to get information for his brother who was, fighting the case. And so Don was on CNN like, nah, that nigga lying. I ain't see shit. Like Don's like, Jussie's on the stage lying, he called everybody a liar. Because like, don't pull me in your shit. And they used to be friends. And what if it was lies with brothers? And this is the thing. I don't fully believe the brothers. I feel like it wasn't a full on just Jussie's plan. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a collective plan or whatever. Right down. He said, "Don't lie on you." I get into this. And truth be told, I don't know why Jussie brought up Don Lemon. It wasn't a point to do that. But Don said, "Not on my watch." Okay, I ain't had shit to do with that. Leave me alone. Okay, leave me alone. Don't be up here lying. I do agree. A good attorney could have squashed this. I do feel like his attorneys probably told him, Jussie, just stop saying shit. Jussie, please just pay this shit off to not have to go to court. And I felt like Jussie thing was, they're not gonna find me guilty. They're not gonna send me to jail. I'm gonna be fine. It's like, no, ma'am. They found you guilty. Okay. Put Jussie and Alec Baldwin in and say, what? I don't know. I would not at all put Alec in the same situation with Jussie. We're not gonna go there. Okay. Jussie ain't about to pass go or collect $200. He about to go straight to jail. I was like, yeah. I don't think he'll get jail time. I don't, because there are more serious crimes to send someone to jail for. To send someone who has no record to jail for this, to me, would be the ultimate fucked up thing to do. Okay, because that's just me. When the brother said he couldn't remember Watchmen on Man. Oh, he couldn't watch, girl. He couldn't watch Man on Man adult movies in the bathhouse. Our ultimates off on both sides. Look, no one goes to a gay bathhouse with someone unless they want to do gay things. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. No one does that. So it's weird. It's weird to me that the brothers are trying to deny this whole. Someone was fucking with Jussie. Okay. He did lie about hate crime, so he might get jail. So this is the thing: the maximum is 3 years in prison. That's usually for somebody who has some kind of formal record. He has no. He's beside this. He was a full-fledged, upstanding citizen. So this is the kind of person who should get probation. He should not go to jail for what he did. He should not. Okay. Now, had he been doing other stupid shit over the years, maybe, but not this. Okay. But again, I feel like it was all planned, and this is my thing. The only reason, back on screen, the only reason I feel like he's lying is because he said he went out in the fucking polar vortex to go to Subway. That's the only part of this that makes me feel like he's lying. Because no one does that. You know what I'm saying? It's no. And then it's like, honey, the weird thing is, everyone's lying in this situation. The brothers are lying, and so is Jussie. And they're both doing it to make it seem like the other ones were the ones that fought. And it's weird. That's why I feel like he don't need to go to jail. Yes, give him probation. Give him 3-year probation. Give him, 100 hours of community service. Boom. But I do not feel like, and not 3-year probation, maybe a year probation. But I do not feel like he should go to jail for this shit. It was a dumb idea, one way or the other. Whether he planned it and got caught, or whether the brothers planned it and got him caught. Either way it go, is stupidity personified. Okay, it's just dumb, right? I hope he does not go to jail. People don't get how traumatizing jail is to people. So I would never ask anyone to be sent to jail who didn't do something that hurt someone. Nothing he did hurt anyone except himself. Truthfully. So he should not go to jail. He should get probation and community service and pay a fine. And then that's it. He should have paid that shit 3 years ago. Well, 2, back in 2019. That's what he should have did it. And this would have did it all this shit. But sometimes a person's pride gets above their common sense, and they can't afford common sense. But I do not think he should go to jail at all. And my thing is, if the judge sentences him to jail, it's racist. Period. I don't think that because he's a famous actor that anybody who was a first-time offender with this exact same thing should not get jail time. They should not. No, ma'am. Okay. And it was one of the coldest days. That's the crazy. It was cold. Right. Nobody was out. It was cold here in Detroit. Because Chicago weather and Detroit weather, it's like the same thing. It's like the same thing. But it gets colder. It's colder and windier in Chicago most of the time than it is here in Michigan. So for me, I know for a fact if it was freezing fucking here in Detroit, nigga, it was winter was there in Chicago. No one goes out like that. Okay, it's the Midwest. Once the winter hits, once we're in the house, we in the house. And at that point in time, he had been recording Empire long enough to know how cold it gets in the winter Chicago. Okay. Who goes up at 2 a.m. in the dead of winter with no one does. Someone with a plan to do some function is who does it. I go probation and community service. Right. Why? Well, the reason the brothers were not charged because the brothers were not the ones who filed the report. Had they filed the reports, then yes. So that's the only reason they're not being charged because they're saying we asked us to do it, so we didn't do shit wrong. We didn't call the police or nothing. Okay. Hmm. You think he'll win the civil suit? The civil suits the city is going after him for? No. The city going after him for that, I think it's 130K. He gonna lose that. He gonna lose that simply because he was found guilty of this stuff. So stupid. Was he going to work overtime? I don't know. I seen Laverne Cox. She was on The View, I believe, today, and she was or is good friends with Jussie. Just said smooth yes, okay. And when they asked her like what she thought about it, Laverne said how well, hearing how he was on drugs at that point, doing weed, doing cocaine or whatever. People do dumb shit when they're on drugs, and you hope that he's better now. He's on drugs, whatever, or has better people around him. So I mean, I'm not gonna say he was going broke, but I do know that people can make dumb decisions if they high on weed or cocaine or whatever it may be, or just being stupid. So he made the police work hard to solve a case. They should have done that anyway. Let that man pay his fine and move on. This is the weird thing for me. My thing is the police went harder with this case because he was famous. Because I feel like anybody else who would have reported something or whatever, they would not have been like out here manhunting people, you know what I'm saying, to find out who it was. So my thing is, Chicago, it's y'all fault that y'all put all this effort into something like this. Because again, had anyone else came in and said I was just assaulted, someone, y'all wouldn't have had, all these people on this one case. They did that because of who he was and because of the optics and the eyes on the case. So they mad because they did some dumb shit they shouldn't have done. Because they don't really, that's not how crimes are typically investigated. You don't have people working 80, all these OT hours for one person's case. That's y'all fault. Okay? But honey, I think the brothers probably struck a deal because they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything illegal. I'll say that. Be like, yes, but it's not a criminal offense, so no jail time should be given. Period. I completely agree. Does anyone know the one charge he was found not guilty of? The one charge he was found not guilty of was it was the same charge, but it was something about how him being a victim of the crime, but because he said the victims, the assault people had masks on, he wasn't lying about who it was because he couldn't see their faces. So that's kind of what it was, as far as I know. Somebody get these people out of here because these are bots. I should have put my comments back to only subscribers. I wonder how his family and close friends feel. I would be sad and pissed. This is the thing. His family has been with him in court daily. I feel like he did a stupid crime. It was more stupid than anything else. And while I would be like, what the fuck was wrong with you? What you do this shit for? I would not really be, pissed now. I would have been more shocked. What the fuck is wrong with you? Then back in 2019 or whatever. But I would not care now because I'm looking like, man, look, no one got hurt. Everyone's alive, and don't do that dumb shit again. Because you still want to have people who believe in you and support you, even when you do dumb shit. You do not want anyone to make you feel worse about something stupid that you did. And again, the only reason I feel like he did it is because of I went to Subway to him. If he had said anything else, I would completely be like, Jussie is innocent. He's innocent, innocent, innocent. But his excuse on why he was outside is the only reason I don't believe him. Okay, I don't believe him. You think they're gonna do a documentary about this? I hope not. I feel like this has been covered so much that we don't need a documentary. We don't need shit unless he comes clean in 2 years and say I did it all. I planned it out, okay. And Tyler Perry and Don Lemon help me. I don't care. I don't think anything needs to be, you know, talked about further, you know, than this. Um, Boom. Like a every day you saw them. This is what I love. Every day you saw them walking in like a unit. Okay, and that is what I feel like people don't get. People make mistakes. Jussie did not kill nobody. He did not physically harm anyone. So I would never not support someone for just making a mistake. A harmless mistake. I would have said, brother, pay the fucking money and then move on, is what I would have said. But I would still be supportive. And I love that every day his sisters, his brothers, his mom was with him in court, because you do not want someone to feel like they're alone, because the world already, is going at them. It's going to happen. But, I'm happy that, he did something stupid. And every dumb decision anybody made was put to courts and judges and shit. We will all already be locked up. We will all be locked up in one way or the other, or on probation. She just blamed it on the on the cocaine. I agree. Blame the cocaine. Go to rehab. Because somebody brought up, I'm thinking, somebody. But Laverne Cox said how Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man was, fully on drugs, whatever, doing all these things, and now he's fucking Iron Man. Jussie can come back from this. We as black folk just have to not villainize him as if he did this ultimate, so wrong, so wrong. It's like he fucked up. Yes, he did. Yes, but again, so what? Some of y'all have done worse, But I ain't got time. So it's not worth freezing for. It's not on any given day. Okay, not at all. Yeah, now they shouldn't throw him in jail, but they do. He do need therapy. He do, and I would be like, what's the point of jail? What is jail gonna do? Nothing. Anyway, that's all I have, y'all. That was my last little story, and nothing else even happened. Cause I was like, oh, what is it? I'm like, nothing. Oh, well, they say that Chris Brown has a baby on the way. Okay, by who's this girl? He supposedly, apparently, has. I guess let me share my screen. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go about 5 more minutes, y'all. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all so we can see. Where's the window? Oh, IG. I'll be forgetting which page to get y'all in to see my stuff. So y'all see right here, third baby mama possibly. Okay, it said Chris Brown might be adding more than another platinum plaque to his home soon. Okay, he's allegedly expecting a third child by her right here. What's her name though? Oh, Diamond Brown. That's her name. She was posting. She's pregnant. Just when you think love, something little comes along and remind you just how big it really is. So she's pregnant. Okay, pregnant. And they're saying that that's his baby. Okay, he got that one little girl with the lady. Okay, he got the one little boy with the lady. Okay, so this would be number 3. Okay, number 3. So I'm like, how would that go? This look Kim saying she's Spanish. What?
Spanish girl trapped in a black girl's body.
What?
I'm a Spanish girl trapped in a black girl's body.
I know you. But yeah, I don't care about the Duggar people. I don't watch that show. Okay. I think Oh, this I heard about this, honey. First of all, why you punch a teen girl cop, man? How does that happen? Why would you run up and punch a girl? First of all, if a sheriff ever ran up and punched a teen, you see him coming? How you come flying? See, this is why I feel like, you know, you always need an adult around to beat another adult's ass who does something dumb. I'm gonna stop sharing because it's gonna make me mad. Because that was person look, oh, girl. Anyway, no, that is all I have. I'm done, y'all. Not can I sign up to be number 4? What? Who wants to be number 4? Okay, Chris tried to catch up to Nick and Peach. Nah, with just 3. It take a lot to catch up to them 2. And Chris' kids' ages are, spanned out. Okay. He does have a type. I agree. He has a type. But I'm gonna end it because I've been on here for over an hour, y'all, and I am tired. It's a Friday evening. I'm going to go and enjoy the night. But I want y'all to also enjoy the night too. Again, I'll be live Tuesday on my channel for the Ooh Ladies First panel at 9:30. So do not forget to come and have a good time with us, okay? And then every Tuesday, now going forward, will be JayLee's live days, okay? I want y'all to come with me every Tuesday to have some good old shit of the chat, okay? Now I gotta go. Make sure that y'all have a good night, a good weekend, and I will see you when I see you. Peace.